I'm not president. And if you want to talk about legacy, let's talk about the legacy of mass deportation. Of people not voting and Donald Trump.
Hi lovelies, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Belinda Strana. Thank you so much for all the love and support. To my returning subscribers, to those people that share my videos, leave commentaries, and also educate each and every one of us, you guys are the real MVP. So lovelies, so Madam SVP is actually tired with the constant yelling of this group of pro-Palestinian people, and she decided that she is going to stand up for herself and speak. She has heard enough. Lovelies, I'm just going to roll the clip as well as some of other stitches I was able to put together. Please leave me your own thought in the comment section. And let's
what does it look like when you're on a cocktail of dick, dope, and dog food and you're smoking that cocktail on the corner of your stupidity and ignorance? Yeah, what does that look like? Well, I thought I would show you, because this young lady, and you can find her video on this page, thought she was doing something at Kamala Harris's book signing. Yeah, let's just take a look.
Your legacy is genocide! A criminal!
You know what? I am not president of the United States.
Now, when you're smoking this cocktail of dick, dope, and dog food on the corner of your ignorance and stupidity, who has time to be bothered with reality? Because even after Kamala Harris told her that she wasn't president of the United States, yeah, they doubled down.
I just interrupted Kamala Harris at her book tour. People were in there celebrating her being a war criminal, and it's absolutely abhorrent. She went right-wing on all of her policies. She needs to be held to account for her crimes in Palestine, her crimes here, her crimes across the world. It's disgusting, and she must be held to account.
So let's dig deeper into the delusions that this dick, dope, and dog food combination that they're smoking does. I went and looked at the ticket prices to get into Kamala Harris's book tour. And here are some of the prices. $563, $579. This one is $843. So you spent somewhere between these prices to go into a book signing for the former Vice President of the United States to get thrown out. Oh my goodness. Let me share something with you all. Google is free. So wherever you are, you can literally go to Google Maps, put in your location and the location to Washington, D.C., where the current president of the country resides. Or you can take Google and put in any event that he will be at and learn how long it will take you to get there to do the outbursts that you did for somebody who was never president of the United States, someone who was never commander-in-chief of the military or had control of weapons that went where and to whom, courtesy of the United States. But I understand that in your hatred for black women, because most of you all are either rocket raccoons or swallowing the glizzy of white supremacy, in your hatred for black women, you're going to just bypass all of the men who have actually held the office of presidency of the United States since Israel's inception that has failed to stop one massacre that Israel has participated in against the Palestinian people. I said what I said. And also on top of the dick, dope, and dog food, your mama dresses you funny. Y'all have the day you deserve.
The fuck y'all don't understand is Kamala Harris don't have to play by the fucking rules no more. She don't have to be cute and coy. So when you walk up in her shit and you disrespect her shit, you gonna get this.
You know what? I am not president of the United States.
That woman has had enough of y'all asses. Shut the fuck up and sit the fuck down or don't buy a ticket. We are tired of y'all Kamala Nevers. Take your ass to the White House. See, I think y'all forgot something. I think y'all forgot Kamala Harris is black. She grew up at a black HBCU. She don't know nothing else but being a black woman. And when you push a black woman in a corner, she gonna set shit off. She gonna be on y'all necks every fucking time. These motherfuckers are crazy. Y'all keep playing with her. She really gonna show y'all who the fuck she is, okay? Don't let that silk press fool you, baby, because we do code switching this hoe. And I'm loving every minute of it. Leave that black woman alone, for she really put her foot in y'all ass. See, what the fuck y'all don't understand is Kamala Harris don't have to play by the fucking rules no more. She don't have to be cute and coy. So when you walk up in her shit and you disrespect her...
Palestine, her crimes here, her crimes are across the world, it's disgusting, and she must be held to account.
You know how stupid y'all sound? Ooh, congratulations, you interrupted Kamala Harris on our book tour. Y'all sound dumb as hell. Because at the end of the day, you guys are showing everybody that you don't give a fuck what happened to this country. Y'all are about this whole free Palestine shit, forgetting the fact that people in this country are suffering too. If you want to look at someone to blame, look in the mirror. Because y'all chose either not to vote for her or you guys voted for the opposition, and now what? Now you want to sit here and cry about it? Now you want to play victim? You guys helped put into power a man who could give a flying fuck about Palestine, so now their blood, everything happening to them, is on all of your hands. Kamala in office would have been a better benefit for the people in Palestine than putting Donald in, but here we are, and now you guys are looking for someone to blame? Not her. Look at yourselves. I keep screaming, free Palestine, free Palestine. What about the people in this country? What about everybody suffering right now that needs help? You can't help those people over there until you help the people here first. Y'all need to be on your hands and knees apologizing to her, because everything she said would happen has come true. Y'all want to be out here, ooh, let's blame Kamala, let's hold her accountable. No, fuck you. Fuck all of you collectively. As much as I like to sit there and say Trump supporters are the reason why we're in the shit we're in right now, that blame goes equally to y'all too, because y'all are part of the reason we're in the bullshit we're in now. But y'all can sit here and say free Palestine all you want to make you feel better about your shitty decision, but at the end of the day, understand everything happening to them after Trump came into office is your fucking fault. So fuck all of you.
Okay, listen, everybody's interpreting those Kamala Harris comments at her Washington, D.C. book stop when that leftist clown got up and started yelling about Gaza again, right? And Kamala got up and said, look, I'm not the president. Go talk to the president. The audience cheered and everything. She said it in that auntie voice. And my interpretation of that is, as a nephew who spent a lot of time with my favorite aunt, who was also my babysitter, right? So she was my mother's younger sister, but she was only 4 or 5 years older than me. You know these families. And she was a late kid. My Aunt Kathy, lovely, just a lovely babysitter. And she taught me how to play jacks, how to hopscotch. We go pick berries together. Taught me how to help me color, make me little snacks. Just the perfect babysitter auntie. And I mean, you could even when I was older, teenagers, right? Give me a ride places, give me a few dollars here and there, the whole deal. And it can even be when you're an adult, right? They take you go to dinner with them, drinking brunch, wherever, because they're just your auntie, because they just have a different type of intelligence and help than your parent. And that contrast is often just absolutely lovely. Now, that being said, aunties, particularly if they don't have kids, or if their kids are older and out of the way, right? If they don't have kids, or their kids are gone, they don't have those scabs of patience that your parents will have. Like those calluses, they don't have that. Their patience, their patience is not quite settled. I don't know. They just don't have it. So if you go sideways with your auntie, especially in public, they're like your guardian angel. They're from the very next to the throne of God, and they come and they do everything for you, and they love upon you, and they have these beautiful voices like They sound like those K-pop Demon Hunter singers, right? Or like Minnie Riperton. Loving you is easy because you're... They sound like, it's just like, oh, you feel so good. My auntie loves me, right? You love it. But the moment you go sideways, and especially in public, their voice gets like this. Like it gets like my voice, it gets extra deep. And it has like this aura of power around it. And they will set you straight in 0.0002 seconds. And it will push you back like she's an X-Man. It will knock you to the ground and you will be frightened. You'll be scared straight, like that old TV show. Like you will be, you will be scared straight. And then in the very next second, you know, auntie, you know what she's going to do? Come on, baby. Let's go to the fair. Let's go get some ice cream. Let's go to the mall. You need some new jeans. Like it is just the whiplash of that, because your auntie, they don't have that patience. They will set you straight and they be like, I'm not your mama. Like you don't play with me out in public like that. And that's why you love her. So Auntie Kamala, that's what she did last night.
And if the black community wants to vote for Kamala Harris in 2028, whoop-de-fucking-do.
I hate that the same person that was telling people not to vote.
In reading her book, I like what I'm reading so far. I've been seeing the videos come out from people interrupting her tour. I like her response. I think she's responding much kinder than I would respond if I was in her position. Before y'all come crying in my comments, I don't give a fuck. I can pick whoever I want to vote for in the primary. I made a video yesterday talking about the California governor's race, and of course these crybaby bitches had to come into my comments. You must be mindful of these fake allies, these fake liberals that think that they get to dictate how the black community votes. Mind you, these are the same people that say that they don't believe in electoral politics. They only say this when their candidate doesn't win the primary. Despite what they say about the Democratic Party, they know that the Democratic Party's base is truly black people, because you can't win a primary without the black vote. As many of you know, we also are the most consistent. And if you're consistent with your vote, of course, you're going to get more say, because you'll actually show up to the polls and get said person elected. Of course, these crybabies will come and say that, oh, the DNC rigged it. Rather than truly just reflecting and looking inward and asking, hey, why is my candidate not getting popular appeal? Because mind you, the tent of the Democratic Party is huge. There is a wide spectrum of people. And the candidate that appeals to the most amount of people within the Democratic Party is, of course, going to get the nomination. And why don't you blame your candidate for not getting the nomination? If your candidate can't appeal to a wide array of people, then that's on them. And they need to change their strategy. But you can't get mad at people for trying to exercise their own voice and their own vote for the candidate that aligns with them the most. And mind you, we're only talking about the primary, but they can't help but have their white supremacy show, because they pretty much have this idea of shut up and vote, because they think that while we as black Americans have the ability to choose whoever we want to choose during the primary, and that regardless of what the polls say, regardless of who's the most popular, I still at the end of the day get to pick who I want to pick in the primary, and that person might have a chance to go on to the general election, and they might be able to be elected in the position that I want them to be, and from there enact the policies that I want them to enact. Mind you, none of my policies will harm anybody. But see, they take it so personally. They get so mad because they want their candidate to have a cakewalk to the general election. The primary is the most important part of the election process. It allows us to shape the most important policies and rally behind a candidate to ultimately defeat the Republican Party. And it's very easy to also tie it into the white supremacy and their sense of entitlement. I just want the best Democratic candidate to win, so that we can continue to push progress and eventually get to a better point where a lot of the issues in our country we can finally rein in. And the candidates are never perfect, so I'm looking at who is going to do the least harm. And none of the candidates that I've ever had to vote for have done so. But some people are extremely privileged to have the ability to not even vote and believe that something doesn't impact them. And it feels like it's kind of being used as somewhat of like a punishment, because as I said, in order to get the Democratic nomination, you need to have the black vote in the primary. And so by not voting or encouraging others not to vote, it feels as though they're kind of saying, yeah, fuck you guys. You guys didn't pick the candidate that we wanted you to pick, so we're going to punish you by not voting and have you be worse off. But I don't know. That's just kind of something I'm thinking about. But also at the same time, as a black person at this point, it's like I'm at peace with everything. Like shit's bad here, but I'm at peace and I feel like comfortable, like I've accepted it, you know? Like, the only way I can describe it is I feel free. Like, we told these people what was going to happen when this piece of shit came back, and we see what he's doing. People continue to try to drag the black community outward, and they keep saying to put our bodies on the line, but that doesn't make any sense. Why would I put my body on the line for something that I didn't even cause in the first place? At this point, it's kind of like, we can only tell you so many times to not touch the stove, but I'm not gonna go touch the stove with you. If elections, I mean, who knows with the fucking Dominion systems being bought by that GOP supporter. Assuming that we have free and fair elections, we know about the Dominion voting, so who fucking knows? But assuming that we do have free and fair elections, you know what you have to do, and you have to vote correctly. That's all I'm gonna tell you. These calls for revolution and all that shit, I'm not getting down with that. I'm not getting down with shit like that for some shit that I didn't even do in the first place. So I'm not doing that shit. And many people aren't going to do that shit. And at this point, I'm tired of telling y'all, like, vote Republican if you want to. Do it. At this point, I don't care. Like, you're fucked. You guys are just fucking yourself even more. And I don't feel bad for people who continue to fuck themselves. But all of that is to say, this became a long ass fucking rant. I'm gonna vote how the fuck I want to vote, and we can pick whoever we want to fucking pick. And if you don't like that, then that's too fucking bad. Go canvass for your candidate if you want them to get elected so bad.
Like, seriously, lovelies, there's a way at which things will keep on repeating itself that you will just get so tired and exhausted. So I think over the week, the SVP has been doing her thing. She has been, going from one place to another, trying to sell her book and all of that. And the thing is that some group of power people decided that they were just going to keep on obstructing her book. So, yelling and trying to make it look like she is the reason why what has been happening in Pal, keep happening. And the thing is that I think she got so tired of it. She got so tired of the constant yelling, constant calling her out, constant making it look like, oh, she is the reason why, these things are happening, And all of a sudden, she was just done. She was done, and she started calling out. She was like, okay, I am not the president. Like, I am not the person whom you should be calling out for. And another statement she made that got me like, yeah, go girl, is the fact that she said, I thought of most of you actually told these people not to vote for me. I thought you guys told the particular people not to vote for me. So what's the vote all about? Like, and when you come to think of it, how is it even normal that you actually, campaign, you even goes as far as to talking about abandon Harris campaign that was launched, then all of a sudden you are all calling out, you all wanting her to come do something. Why not just refer that energy to the present administration? This is just what keeps baffling me. Why not take that said energy to this present administration? Why calling upon a woman who is just as a private individual right about now? Like, because she can't even do anything right. She can't do anything right about now. Like, you can actually have any form of your political views and opinions or what have you, but let's just call a spade a spade. Let's call a spade a spade. Okay, let's just assume right about now that, okay, now you guys are calling upon Kamala Harris. Like, what do you actually want her to do right about now? She don't have any, like, she can do nothing now. So many people claim that she never called for ceasefire, she never do this. I can vividly remember that I think I stitched a video one time about her calling for a ceasefire. And note, she wasn't even president. She was not. I kept asking myself, I keep asking people, like, why not? Even if you want to call out Kamala Harris, why not maybe call out Biden? Like, because he was a sitting president then, right? And Kamala Harris was just a VP, right? Or maybe I'm not even getting this political whatsoever, right? Or correctly. Why calling her out when you know she cannot even do anything right about now? Everyone, so many people who didn't vote for them, vote for her, actually campaigned for people not to vote for her. And now that she's out from the picture, why are they still protesting and coming? Like, I think people are so, this kind of people are so comfortable coming on her space because they find her as a safe place. You know, they find her as someone who they could just walk up to and do whatsoever, and that she's not gonna do nothing. Like, why can't they just take all of those energy and go to the White House and do whatsoever they feel that they want to do over there? Like, when I see stuff like this, I keep wondering. I was like, okay, let's just take for instance. Okay, what is it they want her to do right about now? What do they want her to do now? She can't do nothing right now. Like, she can't. She's just busy doing her thing. And now she's just getting it up to I think she has a right to defend herself because this is just getting too much. I don't understand why someone would pay such a huge amount of money just for you to go yell. Or are you sure people are not even sponsoring them? Are you sure people are not sponsoring them? Because this is just all looking all sponsored. I don't understand why you spend such amount, even though people are complaining right about now how the economy is not smiling at anyone. But there are some people who has money to just pay and go do all of those things if it's not sponsored. Anyway, the thing is that I don't think she can do anything right about now. She's not in power. She's just a private citizen right about now doing her thing. I think this energy should be directed somewhere else. Anyways, lovelies, wanna just leave me your own thought in the comment section of what you think of this video. And please do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying and harassment. We are just here for educational and informative purposes. If you've not subscribed to this channel, do your girl a huge favor to click on the subscription button. Like, and I will see you lovelies when I upload the next one. Share, and I will see you lovelies when I upload the next one.